Is this it?
You're lying.
All right. So, unfortunately, I didn't have it set up. Well, that's not great either. I just don't know how to do it. It's very frustrating. I'm not going to be able to work. Look, I can't work. I don't know how to do it.
What angle are you trying to get to?
Trying to make it look decent and also that I can work.
Can your tripod go higher? You come a steeper angle down.
This is not good. I think I'm not gonna work today because look, I can't get it.
Can you raise the tripod? Raise the legs so it's steeper.
Can you turn the lights on? Ugh, it's awful.
Do you want me to raise it up?
How good this is going to be. That's too high, I think.
That looks pretty good. I mean, we're getting there.
I know, but it's I'm just not good at mirror imaging. I can't do it. Oh my God, I'm the worst. I hate myself right now. Look, I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Slow. Okay.
I'm an idiot.
Okay, stop moving it. Slowly go to one direction. That way you know if you're doing it right. Don't just bobble it around constantly.
Irritated with myself.
You're just bobbling it. It's not going to work if you just boink, boink, boink it. There, that looks good.
Okay, well,
Can you work with it there, though? Look at it. It's like...
No.
I really want to get a picture of it being so oppressive over your space.
No, I don't know how to do it. The struggles are real. The struggles are real. All right.
It's okay.
I want a whole setup. This is not right. I don't want to work like this.
Do you want to end the stream?
What?
Did you want to end the stream?
No, they're going to see everything so they can appreciate what I
No, what I meant was, are you still doing it today?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you guys. And then you're going to say, oh, see? Everyone who's like, it's so easy. It's not. It's not. I'm not happy at all.
The kit's easy.
But
set up to do the stream.
just in life, general, like, so not easy. Why can't I jump it easy? All right. That's the end of my rant.
Hello, everybody.
Is there anybody even here?
There's one person.
Oh, is it our one friend?
I think it might be.
Oh, isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? All right. Well, I don't know if this is the way it's going to be from now on because people need to see the kit. Remember yesterday, so this is part 2, I put that paint. I don't know if you can see it. You have to let me know, Harrison, because I don't know.
It looks right.
So this is what it looks like. See, it's just not the best paint, but it will work. Like the top is dry, right? Inside is wet. So then you can see with the wet palette, it does actually work. That because I didn't add anything to it. That's the paint from yesterday. So continuing on, this is going to be the entrance part of the kit. I made it separate so it doesn't attach. It's its own piece that just butts up against it. Same with the ticket office.
Makes it easier to move.
I think so. And if you didn't want those things to make it, more narrow on your shelf, or I don't know, or if you did want to actually use it as like play mode, I guess. Trying to avoid marking my backdrop. So it is a little bit harder to paint now that it's a day old paint. You have to let me know if I'm in screen.
Yeah, you look shot.
Okay.
Frosted says, "Oh my goodness."
So I'm going to actually add more paint just because I want to do this faster. I could work with that if I added water and whatnot, but I just, for getting through this kit, I want to make sure I can do that quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to lay on color for, I keep going out of the shot. These 3 panels that have the engraving on it are going to be the mossy green color that I'm using, and refer back to the first video for that color. I'm just doing this really quickly for you. I was thinking I was going to do like half of it. What's going on with the lights now? It's just the worst day for filming. Just the absolute worst. We spent so much time on this, and then for it to not be what I envisioned. So just because that other camera that I used yesterday, it wasn't great. I mean, when I do my videos, I use my iPhone, and the camera, because I have the newest phone, is so great. It's so lovely, and it's portable, it's easy, and I love it. But it doesn't work with live streaming, at least not in the position that I wanted or the time that I was allowed to figure it out. So it was only doing portrait, and that was irritating me that I couldn't figure it out because I'm all set up for that style of filming. And then that would have been so much easier. Then we got a cable to be able to mount my DSLR. And that's what I'm currently using because the webcam is just not cutting it for me. Quality wise, I just didn't like it. It was distorting the images and making it look like fisheye. I just didn't like it. So that's what the whole day was, trying to figure out the new way of filming. So I'm messy. All right. Okay, so those are going to dry and probably make a mess on my backdrop. And while that's drying, I'm going to use the marker for the laying over pieces. And this is what they look like that. So these are going to be the same that I did in the previous video. I'm using that Copic marker YR24. Oh, it picked it up. Okay. So, but I think it's backwards. No? Yes?
No. Put your hand behind it.
Oh, I have to do like those.
It's focusing on the hand.
I don't know how to do.
There.
No,
oh,
it's
yeah, it's
backwards. That's why I couldn't do it, Harrison.
That's why.
All right. So I'm going to just quickly mark this up to give it some color. You could leave it the natural wood color. Oh, goodness gracious. And I have people in the basement moving furniture. So we're moving into our space finally, and that's going to open some more creative space for us, which is great. We've been waiting so long. It's still not completely finished, our basement, but it's cosmetic things that you won't be able to tell the difference. Only we will see that. So we're moving in. fire the contractor. It was a whole thing. All right, so is Frosting here? I forgot to ask her if we sound okay. Is she still in the chat?
I don't know if they're here.
Oh, I think we're all alone. I
They're
think
probably-
we're alone.
they said I'm here.
now. Oh, excellent. Then she hears us.
He said, I'm here. Oh, I'm so here.
It's going to get better. It's going to get fun. We're going to get to some fun parts soon. But if you like art, which I know Frosting does, she might enjoy this. Am I still in shot and everything? I
Yeah, you
should
are in
really
shot.
do this with a screen. So we have decided, I've decided, and I'm telling my family that we're doing more filming equipment going forward. We're going to be focusing on that. So Harrison is going to have more work to do. He's going to learn how to produce.
Blessing says, audio sounds great to me.
Yay! We really like our mics that we have. Unfortunately, one's not working. We don't have the time to explore that for this video. And from the last one, we couldn't do it because we started. So it will get better. We're just starting out and in our live streaming together, Harrison, you and I. Yeah, Harrison's my son, and in case we have anybody who's new that will join and watch this video once it's completed, I hope you can watch these to learn how to put these kits together. That's the whole purpose of it. But also, it's kind of fun to connect with our friends here online. So I hope that we get more of our friends from Instagram to come on over and make it a more lively place. Okay, so now these are dry. I love that acrylic paint dries really well. So we're going back with that Type Bond Quick and Thick, and we're going to just glue this really quickly down. This is the decorative piece on our facade. So this is the decorative facade. There we go. This glue is great. It sets up really quickly, and it really is thick, and it holds a good weight to it. Okay, and if there's any glue bits, you just want to take care of that. Get rid of those glue blobs. And it gives you just a short window of time to make everything line up and take the excess glue off. But there is the one piece, and then that will stay. That will be like impossible to split apart. I'm not too worried about this because the sign's going there, right? Okay, so, but you could touch it up and you can make it, you could take your time with this, obviously.
Superfluous joins.
Oh, hi!
Said Lily's very excited we can watch you finish.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so sorry that I took so long, and it was not a fun afternoon getting this set up, but we're here.
By the way, I don't know what occurred, but we went from 2 viewers to 7.
So
it
that's exciting.
It must have sent the notification out.
Uh,
YouTube is really slow with notifications
yeah.
for lives, whereas
Well,
Instagram's instant.
Good, because you didn't miss anything in the front except my ranting, which if you want to see me in a really bad mood, that's a great example. That's me going into a tiff, into, like a hissy fit. I definitely had a hissy fit in the beginning, and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it so people can see the rawness of it all. That's the whole point of going live, right? To see the mistakes. I watched a guy this morning, and his like microphone broke, and I was like, that's why I watch the lives. I prefer that over than editing. Like, our whole world is all about over editing our lives, and I just want people to see the real me. This is the real me. So you get the unedited version of me. I keep it PG. I try. In that one video I didn't, but
I privatized it.
I deleted it.
No, I privatized it.
And then I deleted it
Oh, did you?
in the living room.
Oh.
I said a bad word. Can you get that lid for me that I dropped?
Cap, you mean?
Cap. Thanks, Cap. All right. That we're going to let sit for just 1 second. And then let's get our other piece, which is the base.
Superfluous says, it's perfect timing for us. We took a house cleaning break, and here you are.
Yay! And it's so good to clean house. Oh. Where are my other pieces? Okay. Hold on. Let's just do this real quick. Put all these pieces together. All right. I think this is what we've got going on. Ugh. All right, let's see what we got. I've got that sticker. You can't really tell what it. Oh, you can. Look. So it's a clear sticker and it has the white lettering. We'll do that later. I'm looking for a 4-leaf clover that I never looked before. Entrance floor is what I'm looking for. And then that'll be good for now. Okay, so maybe we should work on the inside to make the shutters move. That's going to be a fun part. Let's do that. Okay, so the way we do the shutters is a very technical thing. You're going to laugh when you see it and go, oh man.
Frosting.
Yeah.
Frosting says, I agree with enjoying videos without editing. I think the most fun content is the stuff that just shows the raw, genuine human experience in all its silliness.
That's true. It's true. All right, we're going to flip these all over. We want the pretty side, or you could have the ugly side, you know? No, there's no ugly side, but
There is.
all right, for this, I'm going to use my little dabbing tool and a new makeup sponge. They're just makeup sponges that have been cut up, and just a little bit more of that raw sienna. I'm sorry, burnt sienna. Raw sienna is a color. Burnt sienna is a little bit more reddish tint to it. So I'm just going to dab it off, and then, am I in view and everything?
I think so.
Okay, and then I just quickly dab it, and so then you get the paint easily going on, and so you don't have drips and messes, because look how easy that is to go on. Otherwise, you would have like paint drops going inside and clumping up. So you can use a kitchen sponge. You don't need to have this tool. You can have, I do a lot of painting, so that's why I like it, because it saves my fingers from getting too messy, and then I get paint marks from touching everything. So that's the reason why I like this, as opposed to just taking one of those triangle makeup sponges, and they're the cheap makeup sponges. Those triangle makeup sponges, you'll a lot of times that, like your makeup seeps up into it and then your fingers get messy. So I don't have the luxury of going to wash my hands when I'm doing a live. So I'm just using these tools. Plus, it's pretty. I made quite a mess on this, but I was told by the makers of this backdrop that the acrylic paints will come off. But reds are a bit more difficult. And of course, this is red based. I should have like a little cleaner next to me.
It's also your workspace, so it's fine.
Yes, but I also take photos on this. Oh, well.
Should have thought about that before you made a mess.
Yeah, probably. So comment anything. It doesn't have to be on this. We can just chit chat while we're working, or we can whistle while we work. But this is the shutter. That's how easy and quick that is. And then again, I'm going to go back over and grab a little bit of green like I did from the first video and just put a little bit of green touches here and there to make it look weathered, mossy, grungy, whatever you want to call it. But it just looks more interesting, I think, than just a one color. This is called detailing. Correct, Harrison? Would you say in the miniature world?
No, I call it weathering.
He knowed me. He said, "No, you're wrong." So here you go. A little bit of weathering. Is it showing?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I just want to point this out. The reverse is only on your screen.
Oh, really?
It flips for the actual stream.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Even with words, like,
Yeah.
check this out. So that's the instructions. Everything looks good? I don't understand technology. Okay.
Because your computer gives you the raw live feed, but then when it gives it out to everyone else, it flips it.
Well, I don't understand. Okay, now we're going to work on the shutter, right? I thought I put, oh yes, here. These are our skewers. Okay, so I'm including the skewers where before I was like, you're going to get your own skewers. But then what if you get the wrong size? So I'm including them. You're welcome. So if you buy the set, it comes with it. So basically, it's a very technical step that we're going to do of measuring. You're just going to put it in the hole in the back. You're going to see there's these little holes here. On one of this side blocks it from it going through. Okay. So it's a very technical measuring that we're going to do of getting to the size. So we put it there and then we mark it with our finger and then we kind of just eyeball it.
The most effective way to do things is to eyeball it. Ooh.
I'm just using a pair of old scissors that I have. Actually, these are really good ones. They have a very small serrated edge. You know what they're used for? Pruning bonsai trees. And let me tell you, it's the best thing for miniature work like this. Okay.
I mean, they were made for cutting wood.
I know. So that's why I use the bonsai tree. And they're inexpensive. Okay. Or you can get some really expensive ones too, but you don't need that. And you can also use pruning shears from the garden department at like a garden store. So my measurements were a bit off. Too big. Better to be too big than too small. So then I just go in there and trim a little extra off and trial and error. Error.
I'm spending too much time around the Australian.
Oh yeah, the Australian's not going to be here because it's too early in the morning.
It's 7 for him.
Oof. Okay, there. See? Technical piece. Do you see that? So it just sits inside that little groove. No glue, okay? Now we're going to block it on this side with little pieces of wood that are included in your kit. They will be in a really well-organized envelope. Look at this tiny little envelope. So cute. So I gave you enough little bits and pieces in here to glue on. The trick is don't get any glue on the stick, okay? You just want a little, I'm going to put some glue on this. Watch. And then I'm going to use my glue brush so that I can get it more specifically in where I want it. Okay, so then we're just around it, but not anywhere near the stick. We're going to add some glue and then our tiny little piece of wood that I'm calling the blocker. Okay, so let's take one of these little woods and we put it here, and that's just going to lock that piece in there. See, I'll show it to you closer. This is going to be so much better when we have an actual camera set up with multi-angles. But do you see that? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see that? So it's locked in there. Okay. Now we're going to do something fun. So this one happens to be, there's a slimmer piece there's a wider piece and a narrower piece. It's really hard to say. So dry fit your things first. So that one's a narrow, and at the top here is a wider one. Okay, now we put a little bit of glue right in the center area of this exposed part of the stick. Okay, so let me get my glue brush. What happened to my? Oh, well. Okay. We'll just use my outfit that I'm wearing as my rag. Okay. So here we're going to just add, don't go to the edges. Don't go to the very edge, just the centermost area to add that glue. Okay. Now we take the piece that fits this size and just lay it on top of the glue and making sure that the shutter clears all around that open space. Okay. So just give it a second. Give it a second to hold. I'm just going to hold it and we can just chat for a minute. But I'm holding it so that the glue will hold and then we can move it and I'll show you. So basically what's happening is that the rod is free on the outermost edges inside that area we locked it in. And then the shutter just pivots like a teeter-totter. That's really what I thought of when I was thinking of it. I went, like a teeter-totter is what I want. And then sure enough,
It teetered and it tottered.
It teetered and it tottered. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now it's dry and now I can move it. See that?
It weevils and it wobbles. So
See that? Isn't that adorable? It will open and close because it's glued just on that part. That's great. All right. It's the simple little things in life that make me so happy. Okay. And also the big things. But
Don't get me wrong. It makes a good gift too.
I like big things too. Hello. All right. Now do all of them like this. So this is going to take a little bit of time. For those that are not watching live, you get a fast forward if you want. But don't if you can. You want to know why? Because every minute counts that you watch for me in my hours. You want to support me and want to watch these things for free? Then just watch it and I get paid. I don't get paid.
You could.
I could. There's potential. But let's face it. I'm not getting paid to do this. Okay. There. So
Don't quit your day job.
I won't. I don't have a day job.
Better get a day job.
I
Don't
might.
quit it.
Yeah. I need to. I think I still have a couple more sets left of this on my site. I won't be doing any more until the summer. So if you wanted one before then, go to my website and get it. But I think I might only have 2 or 3 left of the sets. And then I'm not doing any more cutting of this set until summer because this takes a lot of time and I have a lot more projects to get through. But because it's such a big set, it takes so much time. And with the winter, the winter causes a lot of issues for me. So I'm going to hold off on selling this kit just for that reason. If it's a smaller kit, then it's easier for me to do with the hassles that I have to make them, because most of my kits only take maybe 20-30 minutes each to cut. This one takes hours. So I feel like each little groove is a bit different. So I'd rather cut these larger and then cut them down in size.
Be careful while doing this stuff.
Yeah, maybe if you're a little one, you have a grown-up do this part for you.
If you're lily sized.
If you're lily sized, like a lily pad size. Okay, so she cute. She is a very cute little girl. And then I made her own hair because she has the cutest little bob. And I made a doll of her. And so the hair that I use, because I laser cut the hair and I add it to my dolls, I call it the Lily. So she has a doll hair piece named after her. The
My
Lily.
daughter.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
That's cute. All right, so let's just go ahead and finish adding all of these. I would just like forego everything, but this is actually going to somebody tomorrow. So I'm meeting with her tomorrow, so I am going to finish it. You get to see the real time of how long it takes to put these kits together. I would say like a couple hours. If you're like dedicated with your time, this probably will take a couple hours to put together, to be on the safe side. Especially if you're doing some like detailed work with the sign that we're going to do. All right, now for this one, I gave you 2 skewers, okay? Because this one's a long one that goes all the way through. But I have one more short one up here to finish.
Sparkla said she's so excited that you're talking about her.
Oh,
That her favorite YouTuber is talking about her.
that's adorable. I guess I don't need that piece that flew over there.
I mean, we're gonna hope.
That worked out perfect. Okay, and then this goes in like that, and then this is the way we do that. So you have a little extra. I guess I don't need that piece either. All right, and then this one will fit in. Oh no. Oh, it's too long. I was like, oh no, it's not lined up, but I just need to trim it a bit more. You know, I feel like you're doing something else, but I see that you're looking down doing comments. Like you're not looking at me. Then I was like, are you on Reddit or something? No,
I'm doing what
you're
I don't get paid for.
Listen, you eat, right?
Mm. You're gonna be eating my knuckle sandwich when we're done.
That's funny. Let's do this. Lock in here and lock in here. I think I have a piece that locks in here too, but we'll see. I might have used it. Oh no, I have it. Okay, so we're gonna put these blocks in. Lock blocks. Oh no. I need to add more to each set. I need to add more to each set. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh yeah, these don't get. Ignore that. It's this one in the middle. All right, listen up. This is why we do this. Videos is to show you how to put the set together. Okay. I'll tell you why. Hold on. So then there's this longer piece that's inside there, and I put it in the middle. Okay, just hold on. I'll see why. So you want to make sure that that still moves. The reason why I don't do the edges over here is because these side pieces cover that. Isn't that genius?
Clever. Okay, you're not supposed to call your own work, Jean.
Let's go ahead at this point and lock in the side pieces, and then we'll add in our shutters afterwards. I'm going to now just take the glue and put it where I need to here. Excuse me. So I'm putting the glue on. Remember, we do not want the glue to go into that space. So that's why I'm putting the glue on this as opposed to the edge. Excuse me. Okay. So we will add this part on. Then you see there's no glue in that little groovy section.
Groovy.
Ugh. I should have some water.
You have a Kermit in your throat?
No, I have a Tiana. Were you? Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a second. Really, it's I don't know what happened.
Drink some glue.
Okay.
It'll seal it.
Or some paint water. I don't know how many times I usually use a mug. This is why I don't use a fancy mug anymore. Is because for my water, for the paint brushes, because so many times I've almost had a sip of my paint water.
Have you ever actually done it?
No.
That would have been funny.
For a hot second. All right. And we let that sit and dry. Make sure that it is somewhat square. There, that's pretty good. And while we're doing that, where's my paper towel? Like, where'd it go, Harrison?
I don't know. You want me to get you?
Yes, please. What happened to it? Okay, and while that's doing that, let's go ahead and start painting our staircase, because that's a fun thing to put together. I'm going to be using, you can use, actually, I might even use, no. What was that? Was that for you?
No.
Thank you. Well, that was really rude. Okay. Let's go ahead. While that's drying, we're going to paint all of these up. I'm wondering if I should paint it or if I should just do a marker. Let's see what it looks like. Marker, baby. This one is E37 Copic marker. Check that out. It's a good color. Okay. Do we have any comments?
No.
Questions or concerns? They're just watching intensely.
Yeah. Well, they gotta soak in the information. What's your favorite Copic marker color? Asks Frosting.
I don't really know it too much, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you my favorite.
Okay.
It's that blue one back there.
Really?
Yeah.
Which blue one? That one?
No, to the right.
That
Keep
one?
going.
That one?
No.
That one?
No.
That one?
Back.
That
Yeah.
one? That one?
Yeah. That one.
Stupid.
Why stupid?
I don't really know them. How about hers? Maybe we have her favorite color. What's her favorite color? Does she have Copic markers? She's a really good artist, so she might be down with it. Like, she's like really good.
They draw a lot of hands, cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those are all good skills.
Figures.
It figures. You've heard of dad jokes. That's a mom joke.
I think the dad ones were better.
Listen. Kind of fun, not so fun.
What do you mean?
I guess I should have done this ahead of time and been like those cooking shows and that they go, and I'm done. And then you put it in the oven for an hour and then it's done. See here, like this. And they eat it. And then you wonder, are they playing? Like, does it really taste good?
It wouldn't be on TV if it wasn't good.
Lies.
When have you ever seen something that was falsely advertised on TV? Never, never. It doesn't
Actually,
happen.
I sent you a link of this one. I think I
I
sent it.
saw that one.
Yeah, where the guy was. I
He
can't.
drinks the drink like on the show. They're like, and this is what it tastes like. And he drinks. He goes, it's fantastic. And it sits there, and you can tell that the video stops. And he goes, oh, that's awful. And he puts it on the table. And isn't that the ugly side?
Yes. For the stairs, I do both sides because they do get seen. But see how it doesn't look so bad with the ugly side showing.
Frosting says, I don't really use Copics, but I've been obsessed with chartreuse as a color lately.
Oh, chartreuse. It's a good color.
I read it as charcuterie at first.
That was pretty good, Harrison.
Chartreuse?
Yeah.
Chartreuse is reddish, right?
Yellowish.
Oh. Well, here I go.
Mm.
Confusing my ochres.
I'm right? Is she saying yellow? Chartreuse.
Chartreuse is a yellowish green color.
Mm. It is a pretty color. All right, we're almost done with the stairs. I thought it was pretty genius the way I came up with the stairs as well. So all of these ideas are my own thinking, and I really like how it turned out. It was pretty simple.
So don't steal them.
Well, I mean, go ahead, but designing is different no matter what you do. Okay, so that's complete. The way that the stairs works is the staircase is that all fingers, all thumbs. Okay, so it goes like that. And then this is the piece that pretty much holds it all together. Like, hold on. This goes on the inside, I believe. I have to double check. It goes on the inside, I'm pretty sure. And the way I'll double check that is the steps. And then those pieces are the front. Okay, let's get one of the steps out.
Superfluous says, I'm in awe of all the thought that goes into designing these.
Yeah, right? So you can see this takes a lot. These are my thinner pieces of wood. This is like a wood veneer. And each step you're going to use 11. I gave you 12 in case one breaks or it doesn't fit right. You can try, or maybe it has like a spot on it. So I gave you 12, but you're only going to use 11. And we're going to go back with the same color and be very boring and marker all of these. But this is cool because when you use the marker, the natural grain of this wood veneer comes through. So it does look like little pieces of wood boards. It makes me smile when I see that happen. It's like magic right before your eyes. You're like, oh, and then it really does look like miniature work, like a miniature world. And you're like, oh. Remember I said a while ago, I looked into the meaning of why we are so fascinated with miniature things.
Mm-hmm.
And the psychology behind that I found in several articles stated that it was a sense of control, that you felt a sense of control, if your life might be a little out of control, then having something that's small and contained makes you feel more comfortable that you're in control.
I feel like that must be true because I like to make little Lego worlds and then
Mhm.
torture them.
Okay. I think we need to have a talk with the therapist.
I like being in control of them.
Mhm. Again, I'm going to talk with your therapist. All right, let's test it out. So those are done. You could get really fancy with them if do the bottoms, but no one's going to see the bottom. Okay, so we'll test it by it. Just see the flat parts here, the top flats. That would just fit like that. And then this is how I do my benches as well. Benches are going to go on sale next Friday.
It's exciting.
Benches and trash cans. I made a Main Street trash can and I made an Adventureland trash can. Okay, now we test it to make sure this goes on the inside. It does. Okay, so now, which way is the easiest way to do this? This is what we're trying to figure out for you, the consumer. Would it be to glue all of these on first on one side and then slip it on the other side, or glue the staircases together and slip it through? We're going to do it that way.
That sounds like a Dora kind of a bit. Like, which way should we do it?
Is the better way? The point of that is you can do it any way you want. Okay, so we are going to do it on the inside. So that means the outer edge of this piece gets the glue. And it probably doesn't go all the way up, but it's okay.
Superfluous trash cans with little heart eye emojis.
Yeah, I'll show you those when I'm done with this. Okay, so this is the end railing so they don't fall off if they go down the stairs tumbling. Then they won't they won't just fall out. They'll have something to hit their head on.
Oh.
But it will save them.
Will it?
From going off.
It'll make it so they can be recovered.
Yeah, so we don't have to pick them up. Okay. Now we hope that stays. Yes. Okay. Make it right angle with. I just stuck my whole hand in glue. I'm a dum-dum. Listen, we all have our flaws. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Just like that. See? Okay. Steps. We have steps, people. It's very exciting. Look how cute that is. Tell me that's not adorable. I giggled so hard when I first made this. I was like, yikes, it's so cute. Okay, let this dry for just a hot minute and then we can add the steps. Let's push that over to the side. And then let's go back to here. We're going to stand this up.
Ooh.
Stand this up. Maybe we'll do it this way. We'll do each side the things. I'm going to stand it up. Okay. We need 4 of the narrow shutters and 1 of the wider. So let's grab all that we need.
Blake joined and said, hey,
hi,
how's it going?
good morning.
It's looking awesome.
Yay, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to put glue on just that exposed part. This gets a little tricky now because it moves a bit. But it's all right. Put that cap on or else the glue dries. Because it dries pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to hold it on one side so that it doesn't move and then add the glue. Okay, and this is the wider opening. So we're using the wider shutter. So you just want to make sure that it clears all the way around. Hold it for just a hot second, and then you can let it just dangle. That's good. Okay, let's try the other one's going to be trickier because we have 4 shutters to put on.
Blake said, glad to see you're still alive. I was worried I missed it.
Let me tell you, we had quite a ordeal setting up today, but we got it to work. So, but it has made me decide that I really want to do more with cameras. So we're going
It
to.
did?
What?
It did? I wouldn't want her after that.
No, it makes me want to.
Learn.
Yeah, and do better. See, you just put those. It just needs to touch. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, it's the Jungle Cruise. It's a bit wonky.
I liked that the fact that the Jungle Cruise was real wonky was translated into the movie.
Yeah.
The ship was all like hobbled together.
I would really love to see somebody put this set together.
Maybe you'll do better than I.
That's what I'm thinking. I really like how that turned out with the mossy shutters. I think it looks really good. We're going to let that dry on that side. Before I start messing it with it again, I'm going to stick it off to the side and pull back our sturdy steps now. We've got some sturdy steps here, and we're going to make it sturdier. Oh, see, I did it wrong. I did it wrong.
How'd you do it?
Let me tell you what I did wrong so you don't do it. See, this is the back of the steps. This is the back. This is the front because there's an opening. Do you see the difference? Oh.
You designed it.
I know. I got confused. It's a whole different thing when you're working.
This is why you don't work and talk.
That's right. Okay, let's try this again. But it stayed. You see how you can take it apart? It's easy and it's not easy. Like if I let it go too long, it would have broken. And then I would have cried. All right, let's do it again. Wait, I did it wrong again. Okay, listen. This one is the back. Let's go do the back first. The back has this extra piece just like this. It stops them from falling out on that side, okay? So the steps go from this side of the building, the right side. So the steps, well, I mean, if they did, it means that the steps would go backwards, but I wanted them to come forward when they exit the steps. Listen, I don't think anybody's really going on the steps, but in my world, very good advice, and it's only serious. That is my Alice in Wonderland. Okay, here now.
I remember that part.
When she cries in the forest. Some sweet scene. Okay, there is all. Like it still goes to a really good friend. So I want to make sure that it's pretty. Okay, we'll let this sit for a second. What's going to happen is we're first going to take 3 extra. We're going to take 3 of these and they're going to go as the bottom. They just glue in like this. Like this. And like this. Tell me this isn't the cutest thing ever. I know. I'm not supposed to be all like cute over my stuff, but oh my God. I should eat. I did all the measurements for this. Precise measurements. I'm very proud of myself. And I should eat some humble pie. All right, so it's sturdy enough for us to be able to do that. So let me grab my tweezers.
Blake says, I love it. It looks so good.
Doesn't it though? But it does. Okay. I just want to be able to move it. See, sometimes my fingers are too big. All right, let's put some glue down in this space down here at the bottom step area. Is it showing, Harrison?
Yes.
You can tell when I'm
I think
doing.
so.
Okay, and this bottom step area. It's parallel. Okay.
Blake says,
Yes.
and I quote,
Do it.
screw the humble pie. Take the train to Bragg City. You earned it.
Aw, I like that. It does help to use some tweezers when
I'm
your
not one to
fingers
toot
are
my own
big.
horn,
But
I'm gonna
toot toot. That's from Spy, right?
Mhm.
I love that movie. All right, so here it's kind of cute when there's an open space. Looks real. There. Lily won't have a problem doing that because she has petite, cute fingers.
Like little twigs.
Little twig fingers. Okay, so that's great.
Meanwhile, you have butterfingers.
Look
Slipping up.
how good that looks. All right. Then, genius me, I did this. This just goes like that. Boop, boop. And that becomes the coming off part. But let's go ahead and add these steps in first. So I'm going to add more glue to my wet palette and use a brush for this part. Again, use a cheapy brush and don't use it for anything but gluing and like cheap. So you can get like a pack of 10 for $1 sometimes on these little types of ones. You can throw them away.
No.
Yeah, why not?
You know what you can do for Warhammer?
What?
Is with old gluey brushes that you can't use anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You can take the bristles and you can use them to make dripping things.
What do you mean dripping things?
Like you glue the bristle to the bottom of something, and then you add paint, and then it'll build up and it'll look like something dripping, like oil.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Other things, red liquids that aren't very family friendly.
Oh, I see.
But that's what you can do with old brushes if you do that.
That's clever.
Water,
Mm-hmm.
goo.
So all the flat parts get a step. Look how good that is. I mean, I could have made it more complex. I didn't. It's a step-by-step process.
Frosting said I was literally about to say goo.
Great minds think alike. It really pays to have tweezers when you're doing miniature work like this. Now, one of the steps or two of the steps are a bit off. I can't be perfect, you guys. I cannot be perfect. I want it at a certain height. My math skills are subpar. And so I did what I did.
It's just like the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah,
You never have a perfect ride through. There's always one joke that doesn't land. There's always one animatronic not working.
that's a fact. But all my jokes landed. I don't know what you're talking about. So, yes, I was a Jungle Cruise skipper at Disneyland circa 1999, 2000. Showing my age. That was when it was good. Before there was social media. And so you could get away with a lot more, actually.
I would be stressed to be a skipper nowadays.
Yeah, because
we're going to record you.
There were no recordings. That's true. Oh, no. What happened?
Is one stair smaller?
Yeah, I think so. I think I have to recut. I didn't know that that happened. It could be just this one set.
It might have just, yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember that happening. No, it's a pretty significant drop. I'm gonna have to redo that one because that's real jank. Look, that's real janky. No, I don't know what happened. Okay, well, we'll fix that. Before you get your sets, we'll fix that. 1, 2. I know I put a step there. It really, I don't know what happened.
Is it this piece?
No, I think I might have went back in
Made a thinner
and made a
piece.
thinner piece, and I just forgot that I did that, and I have it on a different file. Pretty sure that's what happened, so let's move on. I will deal with that after and make a note of that, Harrison. Then I have to redo this step and send them a new step, and I'll even put like a little marker on that little step so they know that's the fancy step. It's its own special step. I'll verify that. So there is a flat piece, flat end here, and that will rest on your surface. So it would just glue like that.
Frosting says, last time I was on the Jungle Cruise, the skipper got upset that the person next to me wasn't playing along. But I wasn't playing along either. I was very frightened of being wet. From the elephant.
From the elephant. I actually got a kid soaking wet. It was like my first week, and I didn't really understand the timing all that well of the elephant, and I backed up for some reason. I don't know why, and it re-triggered it, and it did the full spray on the kid and the mom, and they were just laughing. They were really good sports. And then I had my manager at the time, but he was Jason, my husband now, told him what happened, and he took them to the gift store and bought them new clothes.
That's nice.
I mean, he didn't buy them. He just magically made it happen, if you know.
The mouse paid for it.
Yes. And then I got a stern talking to.
Did you do it again?
Never.
Then it worked.
I was so afraid and sad. I was crying in the break room. I was almost inconsolable. What happens?
Mike says the Jungle Cruise charm is it missing a step. So you're on on brand.
You know, go look and see if there's a step there.
I don't know where
it's in the shipping office. So I do have a Jungle Cruise room. It was meant to be my shipping office where I do all the labels and all that kind of stuff. But it turns out that I just do everything in here. So it's now our second guest room, but it's a Jungle Cruise theme. Adventureland theme, I should say. A little bit of Pirates too. Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's a special step.
It's a special step. Thank
Look.
you.
It's half, see there, but it's full step. It's
oh! Thank you. Can you just leave that here? I want to show it to them. Oh, it's a special step. So what happened? It wasn't in my file.
It wasn't in your file.
What happened?
This is why we read that.
Oh, I think I just cut it. But I'm going to make a special
Well, that doesn't cut it.
Here's my steps. See? Oh, I cut it. Oh, look. I didn't even glue it down. So I can show it.
Afterthought step.
I didn't even glue this down. I think because I needed to make
More.
a template. Because I didn't cut it with the machine. I cut it with scissors. Look, I did. I cut it with scissors. Maybe I was thinking, well, they can do it too, but that's dangerous. I don't know. Let's see. Because then maybe I'll just tell them, you cut it. Cut, make to fit. Oh, wait. I need to do this first because I already added glue. Wait, hold on. That is hilarious. This is my wonky step. This is the one that the measurements would not fit otherwise. So it kind of just barely hangs on.
Just like the
See?
Jungle Cruise.
Look, it's like a kadutta. So it's not much of a step. Yeah, this would be a leg breaker.
Not OSHA compliant.
No, not OSHA compliant. Who's OSHA? Which OSHA is that? Pacific?
How can the
That's
jungle-
why I gave an extra one. So that if you goof on cutting it, I'm going to make them cut it themselves. This is like, you're going to cut it yourself. Okay.
How can the Jungle Cruise go to all those different rivers?
They don't connect.
They don't connect.
Magic. There. Look, it's a bit wonky, but it's okay because it's a Jungle Cruise. Oh, it was this step. Now you get to see my struggles and know that they're real. What do you think? It's super cute, no? I love it. Okay, let's do this. So this is what you have to do. You have to just notch it out a little with some bad scissors. Don't use good scissors for this. Do not use your mom's sewing scissors. All right. So we're just going to take that pruning shear. Like if you do a lot of it's just balsa wood. So that's why I think I said you could do this yourself.
Do it with adult supervision.
Yeah. Just notch out a little bit. Like you're really getting your DIY in here now. Yeah, it's like so easy, like cutting cardboard.
It's what's nice about the balsa is that it holds up for making things,
Yeah.
but if you need to modify it, it's easy to.
Correct. Ouch. All right. It went underneath my fingernail.
Oh.
Okay, now
Don't get a splinter.
let's dry fit it. So we're going to slip it through. Oh, it goes this way. We're going to slip it through. Break on through to the other side. Look at that. See? Wow. That was it. It's so much easier than me having to cut it for you. Because then you lose it. You don't know which one piece is that. You cut it. You have to cut it.
You have to do the work.
And also, this will make you watch my videos. Just do it. It's free. I'm going to yell at them now. It's free. Just do it. Just support me. Hit the like button. Make a comment.
I hit the like.
Just
button.
do it. That helps me. It costs nothing to you, but one little finger. Boop.
Frosting says the staircase is so cute.
So cute, right? Okay, so here's my original. This is the one. I think I painted this one. So you could see the difference. So I think I used paint on this one. And I used marker on this one. I like the marker. It's a bit lighter. Either that or I used a darker marker. Darker.
Oh, say
marker.
that 10 times.
Darker marker, darker marker.
No, you messed up the first one fast. The first one's slow.
Oh, I think maybe I just used a marker.
Blake
This
says.
one? This is a dark marker. See?
Blake said 2 people hit the
maybe.
like button right when you said 2.
Thank you. It helps to bully them. Yeah, so I think I used an EO9. EO9. EO11. Does anyone know what that song is from? EO11. No? Currently, the one that I used was E37. Bingo! No.
There's no bingo.
Okay, so this was my step, and that's my step. Put that off to the side. All right, that is fab. Let's put the rest of these shutters on. They're right here. So once again,
The thought of having to do those shutters makes me shudder.
Yeah, you have to do all those kind of corny jokes
It's the Jungle
it's
Cruise.
the Jungle
It's the
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise spirit.
Now let's put a narrow piece shutter there. Boop, and that will hold. Let's go to the other side. Break on through to the other side. We're going to glue it on to the other side.
Not all of our jokes land, but that's okay because the Jungle Cruise is in water.
Yo 11. By the way, that song was Ocean's 11, the original one from 1960s
The old one.
with Frank Sinatra. Back then it was good, but then once the newer George Clooney version came out, that one's so good. It's a totally different story.
It's the general underlying theme
of
of heist
Heist in a casino.
and 11.
Okay, now we have that piece that I came, which is that entrance floor piece, just goes down, and then we just glue this right on top like that. Boop. Okay, so let's do that and just put some glue down on both sides. Always dry fit first so that you don't make a mistake like I do. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Don't make the mistakes I do. And then you can take your finger and clean the edges and also the inside clean with a brush. Or if you have cute little lily fingers. All right. That's great. Everything works. All the shutters move. Beep, boop, boop. These shutters are all on one, so they go together. And depending how much clearance you got, they can go up all the way like that. I think what you can do, and I don't have, hold on. Where is he? Oh, here he is. Here he comes. Here he comes. I need your help. It's my buddy. Thank you.
What's his name?
I don't know. What should we name him? Who? No. No. What if we did this? Like, if we broke this in half and we just did that.
Comment your names for the donkey.
Something like that. Yeah. Let's name him in our stream. What name would you like to? Family friendly name, people. I don't know. I feel like you could Jimmy this somehow. I don't know how, but maybe. Maybe you can figure it out. I'm all out of ideas. If you take like a stick, oh, this one's not fully dried yet. But if you took like a stick, can't do it, and you poke it up like this somehow, like that. I did it. See?
Yay.
You could do that. Mine happens to, for some reason, I don't know why, stays up on its own. It's magic. But you could do that. Okay. You can figure it out. I trust you. You're smart. Okay, there. So now all the little windows move. Beep, boop, boop, like a teeter-totter. Let's do the roof on this, and then we'll do the sign.
Frost thinks his name the donkey Caboodle. I don't know why Caboodle.
Like caboodle.
Why Caboodle?
Okay, so there's a right way and a wrong way for this. We'll figure it out together. We've got our triangles, and we've got our slim. I don't know what those pieces are. Okay, we will find out together. So this is the next step for this part. We need to figure out the correct. Why is it like that? There's a correct side. Do you understand? Like, two are the same and one is different edge, right? So if you do this, it's going to be off to one side. If you do this, it goes off. I really should have put a marker, but I feel like you guys are smart enough to figure it out. Then we're just doing this kind of an action on the top, making kind of like a pyramid, and that goes on the top. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put some glue on this edge here to make the pyramid. These two similar sizes match up with these two. These get covered with the paper, so you don't have to make it pretty. They just need to form an alliance.
We have a donkey suggestion.
Okay.
Blake has suggested Eddie, like Murphy.
Oh, that's
So
really
voice is
cute.
Donkey.
Donkey. I like that. That's cute.
And the rationale for why it should be
Oh.
named Caboodle
Yeah.
was because they look like it. Like, they seem like they would be one. So
Well,
I think
that's
we're gonna go with Eddie.
all the logic we need. All right. So basically, you need it to be a square at the bottom, and then they come together. They converge at the top like a pyramid. Okay. Yes. Does
This
that
is
make
how the
sense?
pyramid was made.
Now, I did that down here. You're going to do it up here and make it so much easier. But I did it down here because I don't know if the camera can catch
No,
that.
I can't.
So
Oh,
now it will. All right, let's put some glue on the top because this is how you'll do it. Just put some glue here and you put your glue on the edges of those bits. And all this gets covered, so make uglies if you want with the glue. Okay, those are all technical terms. And then you just plop it all on top. Like that.
be sure to miss it the first time and get glue all over the place.
See? That's pretty easy, right?
It's so cute.
Oh, I know what those pieces were for. I'm a dum-dum.
Why?
I didn't put them in mine. I don't know. They're the floors.
That's fine. You could do them now.
You just slip them in.
You can put them wherever you want.
Yeah, that is why I didn't put any kind of things. So you could put them in wherever you want. But that's what those extra, slightly smaller than the entrance floor. Okay, so we let that dry. Let's go ahead and add in our floors. It really depends, where do you want it? If you have one of the dolls, you could measure it so that when they're peeking out, like one of my dolls, if they're peeking out, they can see. I'm putting glue on 3 edges. I put glue on 3 edges and I'm just gonna slide right in here. I wanted to talk to you about your
What is it? Your home warranty?
car's extended warranty.
Your car's extended warranty.
Oh, so you're gonna want to put those in earlier because I'm a dum-dum and the
No, they don't
sides are
fit.
not touching.
I-
So we're gonna do just 2 sides are touching at this point for this model because it'll still hold, but it's not gonna touch that 3rd side. It's okay.
Ramshackled.
Ramshackle. I'm still gonna put glue on all sides just in case.
It's my favorite word.
But put it on when you're doing the sides the same time so that it can squeeze in, okay? Don't do what I do. Just this is why we do what we do.
Don't do what I do.
This is why we do what we do.
The stream's less for do exactly as I do it and do better than how I
Do
do it.
better than me. You do better than me. Maybe you'll have like a level to make sure everything is level. I don't really care. It's the Jungle Cruise. It's
Look, you can be as
wonky.
meticulous with it as you want.
Correct.
If you want your Jungle Cruise to be half in the water, you do that.
You do you. You do. Where's my towel again? Oh, I found the other towel. Oh, this fell. Okay. Just hold. So it will. It's just going to hold. I mean, you don't put a ton of stuff up here, but it'll hold a doll once it's dry. It'll hold several dolls. You're not putting any pressure on it. I don't know what you think. It'll hold a candle.
Camera's dead.
Is it? But we still have sound? Yes. All right. We're going to have to switch our camera. I can't believe that happened.
Oh, now it's just black.
Okay, well, we're still going. This is the absolute worst. Now, how do we do?
I have no clue because we were struggling to get the other camera working.
Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is stop here. Do we continue on today or do another video?
Do you want to do it tomorrow?
I have a lot to do. I have to do the
The
roof,
roofing and the sign.
the roofing and the sign. Do you,
And then-
let's take a poll. Do they want me to do it now or tomorrow? I don't have a way to doing any polls or anything.
I was gonna say put a 1 in chat if you want to see it today. Put a 2 if it can be postponed.
I'm just done. That was so funny with this part.
That's why I think it's a good stopping point. Tomorrow you could do the roofing.
Do
and the rest of the
part
building.
3? Do they want a part 3 tomorrow or tonight or something? I don't know. What do they? The ones that are here, what would they like to do? That's all that matters because everyone else is just going to watch the video. You can create polls in chat, but I don't know how.
Yeah. You should have seen us just trying to figure out how to turn on the stream.
I wish Blake was here.
You can make moderators.
It says, but whatever is most convenient, we could postpone until later tonight when you have the battery charged. Let's do that.
That way you don't have to reset up camera.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to end it here. We're going to come back later tonight.
No.
We don't know what time. I will try to come up with a time later and post it in my Instagram for you guys. I'm sorry.
It's just like the Jungle Cruise. We broke down. We 101.
We did a 101. Oh, no.
And just like Disney, when you go to ask when it'll reopen, they go, oh.
I don't know. Check back later.
Check back later. I don't know. We can give you a fast pass. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Do they still get fast passes if you break down?
Oh, no. Listen, can I do this? Look, can I do this? I don't look great. I don't have access to that feature.
You don't even have access to your webcam. Oh no.
All right, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys. I will come back later tonight and just look at my Instagram for any information. Thank you. Okay, bye. By now you should be gone. So long. What is taking this build so long?
You would think it was the Haunted Mansion with how cursed it is.
Bye, guys. That's hilarious.